Hello students, I am Nidhi Markade. Today we are going to start our new chapter in science, that is chapter number 2, acids, bases and salts. So students, we have learned in our previous classes that the sour and bitter tests of food are due to acids and bases respectively present in them. Let's suppose if someone in the family is suffering from a problem of acidity after overeating, which of the following would you suggest as a solution? Lemon juice, vinegar, or baking soda? Surely you must have used your knowledge about the ability of acids and bases to nullify each other's effect. Definitely you would prefer baking soda. So students, let us discuss these acids and bases. So what are acids? Acids are sour in taste. Acids turn blue litmus paper to red. Acids dissolve in water to release hydrogen ions. Some examples of acids are there are actually two types of acids, mineral acids and organic acids. In the category of mineral acids, there are hydrochloric acid, HCl, H2SO4 that is sulfuric acid, HNO3, nitric acid, etc. Along with that, some organic acids are the food acids like tartaric acid, acetic acid, citric acid, which are available in our food material, malic acid, lactic acid, like tomato, all the citrus fruits, some milk, spinach, all the food material contains some kind of acids which are sour in taste. We have just discussed that acids turn blue litmus to red. So let us recall about litmus. Litmus is a natural indicator. Litmus solution is a purple dye which is extracted from lichen, a type of plant, and is commonly used as an indicator. When the litmus solution is neither acidic nor basic, its color is purple. There are many other natural materials like red cabbage, leaves, turmeric, colored petals of some flowers, etc., which indicate the presence of acids or bases. These are called acid base indicators or simply indicators. We can also use some synthetic indicators like methyl orange, phenolphthalein, etc. Now move towards bases. Bases. What are bases? Bases are bitter in taste. Bases actually turn red litmus paper to blue. And bases dissolve in water to release hydroxide ions. Actually, bases are sticky on touch, like soap solution. Some soap, shampoos, detergents also contain bases. Examples of bases are sodium hydroxide NaOH, potassium hydroxide KOH, calcium hydroxide, etc. In this chapter, we will study the reactions of acids and bases, how acids and bases cancel out each other's effect, and many more interesting things that we use and see in our day-to-day life. Now, understanding the chemical properties of acids and bases. So, to detect acids and bases in the laboratory, let us have an activity. Collect the following solutions from the science laboratory, that is hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid, sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide. Now put a drop of each of the above solutions on a watch glass one by one and test with a drop of indicators. Indicators we are using one by one: red litmus paper, blue litmus paper, some synthetic indicators like phenolphthalein and methyl orange. So let us discuss one by one. In case of red litmus paper, there will be no change with acids like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid and acetic acid. There will be no change with red litmus paper. While in case of bases, that is NaOH, CaOH twice, KOH, that is potassium hydroxide MgOH twice, that is magnesium hydroxide, and NH4OH, that is ammonium hydroxide. All these bases turn red litmus paper into blue. But in case of blue litmus paper, there will be change only in case of acids, that is HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 and CH3OOH. All these acids turns blue litmus paper to red. But in case of bases, that is NaOH, CaOH twice, KOH, MgOH twice and NH4OH, all these bases do not change with blue litmus paper reaction. Now, next, take some synthetic indicators like phenolphthalein solution. So, all the acids are colorless for phenolphthalein solution, while all the bases, that is sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide, turn pink with phenolphthalein solution, but they are colorless after some time. Now take another synthetic indicator, that is methyl orange solution. So all the acids like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, nitric acid, HNO3 and acetic acid, CH3COH, all turn red with methyl orange solution, while all the bases NaOH, CaOH twice, KOH, MgOH twice and NH4OH turn yellow with methyl orange solution, but colorless after some time. So these indicators tell us whether a substance is acidic or basic by change in color. But there are some substances whose odor changes in acidic or basic media. These are called olfactory indicators. So let us discuss an activity. Now, activity 2.2. Consider some finely chopped onions in a plastic bag along with some strips of clean cloth. Tie up the bag tightly and leave overnight in the fridge. The cloth strips can now be used to test for acids and bases. Now take two of these cloth strips and check their odor. Keep them on a clean surface and put a few drops of dilute HCl solution on one strip and few drops of dilute sodium hydroxide NaOH solution on the other. Rinse both cloth strips with water and again check their odor. Now note the observations. Now take some dilute vanilla essence and clove oil and check their odor. Take some dilute hydrochloric solution in one test tube and dilute sodium hydroxide solution in another. Add a few drops of dilute vanilla essence to both the test tubes and shake well. Check the odor once again and record changes in odor, if any. Similarly, test the change in the odor of clove oil with dilute HCl and dilute NaOH solution and record your observations. So, cloth strips, when kept in a bag with finely chopped onions and left overnight in the fridge, the strips would smell of onion. So, cloth strips plus dilute hydrochloric solution, we can smell onion. Red color of cloth strip changes to pale red. Cloth strip plus dilute sodium hydroxide solution gives red color of cloth strip changes to green. Then some smell test, odor test. On adding vanilla essence in dilute sodium hydroxide, there will be no smell. But in dilute hydrochloric acid, HCl, smell of vanilla essence exists. Then next, on adding clove oil in dilute HCl, smell of clove exists, while in dilute NaOH, smell of clove does not exist. It proves that vanilla, onion and clove, all these are olfactory indicators, smelling indicators on the basis of observations. So students, I hope you understood the introduction of acids and bases and their laboratory tests. Thank you for listening.